Thanks for joining us today. Uh, we thought that we have achieved some significant successes and milestones. So we should brief you about what has been happening in the war against drugs. If I would just invite your attention firstly to the screen, uh, where among the multiple modus operandi which the criminals are using, we are showing you one which was being used by sort of a network of traffickers to transport the drugs. Amit, can we play this? Yeah, we'll just play this. It's a short video. So this is a Bolero, where in the back light of the Bolero, they would take out the backlight indicators. And if you see how much time it just takes about 2 minutes to do the entire job. So they take off this backlight, the back indicators, there is a cavity inside. And they would thrust the soap cases of contrabands. It could be anything. We know it is narcotics, but any other criminal could also be using it for transportation of weapons or anything also. So it's a big cavity inside. They will keep, if you look at it, they'll put the soap cases inside. On a conservative estimate, both sides indicators put together, they would carry about 30 soap cases in one trip, which is about 300 gram in one trip, minimum of 300 gram. So we are not taking into account other means which they would develop, like false cavities and all in the vehicles in other places. So the entire thing, opening and closing of the indicators would take about 2.5 minutes. And extra time is just for putting those soap cases inside. It could be another 5 minutes. So it's just all of it. We just wanted to brief you about one particular case. There have been multiple developments in Nagaland on the narcotics front. In one particular case that we are investigating, this is about Kohima DF, Zubza police station. Initially, we got two accused persons traveling in two different vehicles. The first vehicle was apparently an escort. I'll not take any names because of the ongoing investigation, but I'll give you the facts. The first vehicle was apparently an escort vehicle. He was not carrying anything. He was detained. The second vehicle was caught. It had 90 soap cases, which is about 1100 grams roughly. They were brought to the police station for further interrogation and investigation. So I just wanted to tell you what is the change that is taking place now. Earlier, in most of our cases, it would only be the criminal who are carrying the drugs who would be caught and booked for the cases. Now we have started investigating and going into greater links, the chains up and down everywhere. So we got these two people. Sustained interrogation and investigation has taken place. It's been a month now, exactly a month. In fact, they were caught on 13th, I think. So it's a month of ongoing investigations. Initially, both of them, they tried to act funny. The person who was carrying the drugs, he said he's carrying. The other person said he's not involved. So sustained interrogation and other confrontation with other evidence and witnesses revealed that the other person is also involved. Both of them were aware what was happening. So they tried to weave stories around the entire thing. First time Amakhan Korea say, next time te na kore. This is the oft repeated lines that they have been saying. Ito to first time ase, next time to kitya bhi na kore, wo chhari divi. So but we thought we'll go into details. So the person who initially did not carry any soap cases, he refused to admit. Sustained interrogation led us to his admitting that he had transported drugs 2 or 3 times. Okay. But relentless interrogation by senior officers and the IO, including myself, IG, CID, SP, Narcotics and the IO, and another team of officers, led us to a conclusion that he must have transported drugs at least 90 to 100 times in the last 1 year. Every time it is not less than 75 to 80 boxes of heroin. Their bank records revealed initial transactions of about 6 to 7 crore rupees. So this 6 to 7 crore rupees is important because of the purchase price involved. Okay, 6 to 7 crore rupees looks very small, but if you look at the purchase price of this of the drugs in Manipur or wherever it is coming from, on an average it is about 10,000 rupees per soap case. So about 10,000 rupees per gram, roughly 1,000 rupees per gram if you take it. So if you divide 6 crore rupees by 1,000 rupees, you will come to the number of kilograms involved. So about 60 kilograms, 50 to 60 kilograms of drugs had been transported by just one network in the past 1 year. And we think that there will be multiple such networks. Or I'm not going into the market value, the street value of the drugs that is being circulated to you with a separate press note. We are going to be handing over to you in a soft copy. All drug seizures in Nagaland currently, including these psychotropic substances, opium and other, ganja and others, are about 190 crore rupees for this year. What is interesting is that in this operation lasting about 1 month now, it's an ongoing operation. We have arrested 12 people in this particular case from across Nagaland, Manipur and Assam. We have also found links of the drugs being transported as far away as West Bengal, Bihar and UP. There is one particular instance of one person saying that a turbaned man, Sam Singh, had been transporting drugs. We are yet to actually confirm the person. But if that is true and if our assumption is true, then it is possible that the drugs may have been going even to the Punjab and Haryana side. Okay, so it's a presumption as of now. We know that there is a Singh involved with a turban. So a Singh involved with a turban can be anywhere, but we think it may be Punjab, so we are on the job. So it's an interstate network. We are currently coordinating with police forces of Manipur, Assam, West Bengal, in due course also with Bihar and UP to get the other criminals. We have received excellent support from the public and some of the civil society organizations and NGOs. In particular, we are thankful to the Angami Public Organization and the IO for associating with the investigation as witnesses, as being witnesses to seizures or to panchnamas and other things, the legal procedures. I think what the Angami Youth Organization has done is showing the path to the other NGOs of Nagaland that don't take law into your own hands, allow the police to do its job, help police wherever it is required. I think this is what is required more in Nagaland. Besides this, small other information, 49 other police people have been involved. These are not figures since the last press conference. This is all cumulative figures. Okay, these are cumulative figures. So 49 personnel are involved. 8 have been dismissed. Last time it was 7. Now after the process has been followed, it is 8. Departmental inquiries have been going on at very advanced stage of completion. We expect before Christmas a few more punishments to be given. But it is not just that our own policemen are involved. Criminals are criminals. They don't have a job. They don't have a caste or a creed or a religion. Sad to say this, but we have had instances of at least 3 government servants of other departments having been arrested by the police. So I'm not saying this for any other reason, but just to make sure that people understand that it is not just police officers who are under the scanner or police personnel. Anyone who is committing a crime, is involved in the crime, is under the scanner, whether he is a government servant or a civilian. Okay, so currently 3 other government servants have been picked up for this, for investigations. Yeah, drugs. Either consuming or transporting or selling. So I'm saying only about drugs. I mean, not in other cases. Currently, just saying about drug cases. We expect the concerned departments to initiate whatever proceedings are required at their level. As I have been saying, that there is a provision in the law that for addicts and for small-time consumers, if they make a full disclosure to the police, they can be given the relief that they may not be arrested. But that relief is dependent on a full disclosure by them of where they are buying the drug from and to whom they are selling it. If you don't come to us and make a full disclosure, we reach you, you are in trouble, because obviously you have some malintention in not going to the police. So it's my request to the general public in Nagaland, friends, well-wishers, family members of those who take drugs, please reach out to us, inform us. Your little bit of help to us will help us in dismantling a bigger network, because the beginning that Nagaland police needs to make in every case, you will help us to make that beginning by furnishing us information about your family members who take drugs. I'm not sure about the exact figures, but I think we have detained almost 16 to 17% under preventive detention under NDPS Act. And more such detentions will be done in due course to deter the people who are involved in the trafficking. On another positive note, we have installed a machine for chemical and forensic analysis of the narcotic drug samples. The machine is installed. It's only that some chemicals which are required for the testing, they have to be imported from outside, so those chemicals are not yet there. So hopefully we should be able to start the work very soon for the analysis, because why this is important is because if the samples of the drugs are not chosen, sometimes the accused take recourse to bail because of that. Okay, that they're not sure. Nobody is sure what drug is it, but hopefully we should be able to do it. Meanwhile, we are taking help from other FSL labs, whether it is in Guwahati or in Chandigarh or in Manipur for doing this. So, but hopefully by the new year we should be up and running ourselves, so we should not be dependent on others. Anything else, Vikram? I think this is it. There are some administrative requirements which we have been taking up with the government, which hopefully will help us in better fighting the drug menace in Nagaland. Again, a request and appeal to the public to share information about peddlers or users or traffickers that you know. It will help us a lot. as I've been saying, there is a reward scheme which is instituted. So we will be very lavish in giving rewards for anyone who shares information about the peddlers or consumers or traffickers or their associates. Another cautionary thing. While there are traffickers and consumers, there are other associates and conspirators also, the abettors of crimes, who may be doing it. Some of them are actually involved in the entire process. They know consciously what they are doing. So they are associates with an intent. There are others who sometimes get trapped into this entire drug trafficking network because they are made fools of, and then they don't know how to get out of it. My request to the public is, don't allow your mobile phones to be used by unknown persons or even your own persons unless you know what is happening. Don't allow your bank accounts to be used for transfers of money, whether it is inbound money transfers or outbound money transfers. Don't allow your vehicles to be used for hire or rent or for sending things to other places. Don't allow your drivers to take your vehicles without your permission, without your knowing it, because the vehicle will get caught and you will lose that vehicle. Don't allow people or even relatives of your own to keep bags or things or suitcases in your houses or premises because they could contain drugs. I'm not wanting to share, to send sort of a phobic reaction in the society, but I'm telling you this can happen. These are all things which have been happening. People will come to your house, keep a bag and say, I'll come and take it tomorrow. And the police will catch it from you. You will also be arrested. Okay. The person who has kept it may be arrested later on, but you will have to go through the trauma of getting arrested for probably no fault of yours. You don't even know. Someone digging a place in your house to keep some packets, please be sure what it is being used for, what are the things being kept. Don't accept gifts from friends or associates for no reason. Nobody is doing charity in this world. If they are doing it, they are not telling you what they are doing, but they actually know what they are doing. They will give you money. Alo pitu gari tate punchai dibi. 5,000 divo. Kun manu bhi 5,000 na dete gari dusra jaga chhari bole. So please don't get into the trap. Sooner or later you will realize what is happening. Another request is, if you have been involved in something in the past unknowingly and you discover later on that it was wrong, please come and help us. I give you an assurance that unless you have been involved knowingly, we will not take action against you. We will take a very considerate view on how you were trapped. We know this because there's an ongoing case where a person was asked to take some gifts somewhere. He did not know. So after 2-3 times he realized this was wrong. He still did not tell us. Okay, now that he has been picked up, he is telling us, "Hame to jana nahi, jana piche te to chhari dishe." Okay, इनेगा जाना पीछे ते छारी के ना चुपचाप ना थकी हुए थे पुलिस के को भी आए के ना प्लीज कम एंड टेल अस इनेगा होइसे तुमानु इनेगा करे आसे हमें के भी इनेगा करे वो दिशे एक बार प्लीज टेल अस. For friends and relatives, your own family members could be involved. Again, your phones could be used, your bank accounts could be used, your names could be thrown into the police references, saying that ami to talaga bacha ase talaga khandan ase chhari dibi nahole ami tu madad kore dibo. Please don't allow that to happen. This is also my request to our own policemen. Don't allow your own family members to take your names and use your names for doing all this trafficking. It could be very well possible that they are taking large amount of drugs and you are not aware. It is possible you may be aware, it's possible you may not be aware also. But be a bit suspicious, because say a soap case just it occupies this much of space. It's very easy to carry a soap case in a bag or anywhere and nobody will realize unless someone is caught. Thank you very much. Any questions, and we'll be happy to answer questions. Anything, Sandeep, you or Vikram, you want to say?
So, in addition to what sir has said, just a small listing, because we are continuously associated with the investigation of the cases. What I would like to say that there are chances that people might use your accounts, they might use your telephones, they might use your vehicles unknowingly, because you are not aware that they are using it for the purpose of this drug trafficking, and ultimately unnecessarily the innocent persons may also fall in trap. So we should be very careful about it. And as sir has said, like civil society out here, AYO, and apart from that, Students Union and Angami Students Union, both of them were there, and they showed all the help and all the assistance whatever is required in this to weed out this menace of drug in Nagaland. So accordingly, even sir has already appealed, we are appealing to all the public, like if they are having any of the information of that sort, wherein like they feel ki these people are doing this kind of business, or they are consuming, or they are into trafficking, then may please be brought to the knowledge of the police. Even if they feel that not to police station level, they can directly bring to the PHQ's knowledge, so that we can have even direct and close monitoring over such kind of matters, and we will be in position to take the prompt actions. And this is all interstate and inter-district network which we could unearth in a recent case. There in the people from Manipur who are the main suppliers, even manufacturers were arrested. Also, we could arrest those who transported and consumed and like from Nagaland supplied to different parts of countries, and also those who actually got the supply, that is from Assam, and we are also looking for the links, as sir said, to Bihar, UP, and even up to Punjab. So this way, like we are trying to take a holistic approach, wherein we will be in position to fight the menace of drug abuse in Nagaland. Thank you.
Nagaland TV, Sob Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.